episode 35 of the Kagura Bachis.
Dukes of Weebda.
Dukes of Weebda.
Kagura Bachi means.
Kagura Bachis. Actually, just saw someone post, though, on Twitter that they're... And like I said, I don't put stock in this shit, but their reviews on Manga Plus actually are second now. They passed Jujutsu Kaisen. They're under One Piece.
Damn.
But again, I don't put like too much stock in that, but it's a trend to note. Is the way I put it.
Yeah, well, it also has the burden of entertainment to stick with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's what, 5 chapters? 5 chapters. Which, so far, so good.
Again, I'm really digging it, though.
I am.
I can't really put my finger on the style, but that boxy mouth he puts on the characters, I love.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cartoonish and kind of just cute. It reminds me of Don, like the Pikachu face.
This last chapter was actually pretty dope. When the girl had the sleeves too long, and it was like the perfect representation of a child, where she just starts spinning the extra sleeves.
Yes,
I was like, that's what children do. Perfect. It's like, this guy gets it.
Oh, I forgot his name again, and I really don't want to. Mr. Shiba. I just love Mr. Shiba because he also gets the box mouth.
Yeah, he's
in the
awesome.
interrogation where he's like crushing the guy's feet into the ground.
It's like, so you're not gonna say anything. I'll make you talk.
It's like, oh, you're gonna have to try harder than that. And then just like,
next time we see him, he's spilling all of the beans.
Literally, it just flashes to the guy's feet.
Yeah, and it was just his feet were still fucked up. It's like, oh, you broke pretty easy, huh, bud? Well, not really easy, but you know what I mean.
Still, for a man that said he wasn't gonna break at all, he broke pretty easy.
Yeah.
Just your feet, bro? Didn't have to start snipping fingers?
Well, it seems we're gonna get a fight soon too, like a decent.
Yeah, and the magic just seems cool.
Yeah, with the cloud gouger
and the like dudes.
Well, first off, I couldn't really tell. So when the guy got out of the bath, the dude that supposedly has the cloud gouger, is his flesh like melting off? It was just a weird shot. You know what I mean?
Let's get in there.
And I was just like, I don't have it on my. It's difficult for me to look up.
I'm already there.
Yeah, okay, good. It's like literally probably the last.
I think it's just the water coming off. I'd have to guess. Oh, his body does look weird though. His body do look weird,
right? Because it looks burnt. What is?
And those are abs. Like, is he clothed? Is he naked? I can't really tell.
Yeah, so it's and like all the smoke is coming off.
Yeah, because then this part of his hand is fleshy. Oh,
it's just I don't know. I didn't get it. So maybe when we see get a bit of visual of just him.
Yeah.
I also love how
this effect with the road is just so cool.
What's his name?
Chihiro.
Chihiro. Okay, I was like, it's not Kagura.
Kagura Bachi of the Bachi clan.
Completely and utterly unfazed.
He's the unmovable man.
He didn't even tell Mr. Shido on the phone. He's just like, got it, I'll be right there. It's like, you clearly see what is right in front of your car, and you're just like, this is
got it.
Yeah. This is not a problem. But all things considered, memes aside, it's dope.
It is dope.
I like it. We'll see if it continues to be dope. But I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's going to be the next greatest thing. You know what I mean?
Because it's 5 chapters.
5 chapters.
It's not Goku Raku guy. Like, calm down.
Even Goku Raku guy,
I need to see where it's going before I call it the next greatest thing.
Same. I have to pull myself back because I'm really enjoying Goku Raku guy. So, I don't want to bring a bias into it. I'm also enjoying Kagura Bachi, but I can say both of them aren't the next greatest thing.
I'm not going to call something the next greatest thing until it gets, away from the jump guillotine.
Yeah, when it's, chapter 45.
Besides Kika and Gluta, that was the next greatest thing. I swear to fucking God. Female protagonist.
Yeah, well, that's the problem with shonen.
It works though, Maka.
Yes, but you got a third option? Or should I say second? Because
That was one.
Yeah,
I had
you got
one
Maka.
successful option.
And can you say that because it's who's
Maka.
Yeah, it's Mappa, but Soul's there too.
It's Maka.
So it's a duo.
And Death of the Kid. If you're gonna try to throw Soul
Sure.
in, you have to try to throw Death of the Kid, or I'd say no. He's
Well,
a
when is Maka
deuteragonist.
ever on screen without Soul?
Oh, Soul. I was thinking Black Star. I don't know
Oh,
why
no.
my brain translated that to Black
Black
Star.
Star is fucking amazing.
No, Soul's, that's a much better argument, actually. But I'd still say it's Maka.
I mean, I'm there for you because Soul's just the weapon. It's
And
Maka's-
Soul's like entire character revolves around Maka too.
That's what I mean.
We don't get the deep Soul backstory. We don't know shit
without
about him.
Maka,
Yeah.
Soul is useless. But without Soul, Maka's
At least still has a backstory and is the daughter of a death scythe.
and can still fight. She can
Yeah.
pick up another death sight and go. But Soul is wholly reliant on who's holding him.
It's true. It's tough because there's probably like one. I can't even say if there's one scene over Soul with like Maka on screen by herself or Soul on screen by himself, because there's also the stuff where he deals with the black blood in the piano and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of Soul exclusive content too.
I do love when he plays the piano, though.
It's so good, such a
good-
vibe.
Yeah, such a vibe.
People forget about this one, or at least I think they do. But when the three of them fight Mosquito together, the whole main crew is there, all fighting Mosquito together, and Soul's playing the piano to boost all of them. That fight slaps so hard.
Well, I mean, just
Mosquito sucks, but that fight still slaps so hard.
Soul Eater just slaps. So
It does. I need to get more of that manga because I have the first two perfect editions, which is like 1.5 volumes each.
it's a very weird,
I know, it makes me kind of sad.
very weird combination.
I'm pretty sure they might be 2 volumes, but I don't think they are. But they're hardcover.
But going back to that point that started
Yes.
this, the female lead.
I can't really think of another one though. I think that might be my sole example in shonen.
Yes,
specifically.
because I mean there are plenty of anime and manga out there that have female leads. I mean Sailor Moon and
Inuyasha, but that might technically be shoujo. Kagome is the main character of Inuyasha, and I will not
it's true.
budge on that even an inch.
You know, I loathe to even bring it up, but you know, technically Lucy is the main character of Fairy
Yes,
Tail.
that would be part of my defense. Where I'm dying on this bridge, holding both of them.
But
She is absolutely technically the main character.
But it's totally not to when you watch the show.
Inuyasha as well.
Yeah, because it's like
But at the same
they
time,
try and be like, oh, this is like
the perspective
Kagome,
character.
yeah. This is the story of Inuyasha as told by
Kagome.
Kagome. This is the story of Fairy
And
Tail as told by Lucy. But
And
there's
at least
plenty of
Kagome
times.
has a lot more character than Lucy.
Yeah,
Ha! Fairy Tale's another shonen with a female protagonist.
again, I still say it's not to.
Woo! I got 3. We did it, boys.
Well, you could also say Undead Unluck,
Yes, and
which the anime is fucking killing it.
is it? I saw one scene. It was her finishing her manga and being like, "All right, time to die."
Yeah,
And then it ended there.
That's
The clip I saw.
that's the first scene because like I was confused when I first started it. It's like, am I watching? Did I click on the wrong video? Because in the manga, when you open the thing, it just shows her holding a book, and then she closes it, a manga book, and she says that line. In the anime, they a minute and a half drop this situation of whatever manga she's reading, and it is completely different than the rest of the episode. And I'm like, I'm here for it. It was a good scene. But again, I was just like, no, I got it right. But because she's like there, you see her before you see Andy. So, and they always go together.
I always judge it by like what perspective the story seems to be told in.
Dan to Dan.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely a dual protagonist.
100%.
1000%.
Dual. Because you can't. Well, yeah, because you can't. I wouldn't count Dandadan because, like you said, we're talking about female main characters. Dandadan
I
is
would still
100%
throw that in the bucket, though. Like, it's worth mentioning.
But couldn't take the title because, again, Ken is also
it's
right there with Momo.
I'm on the other side of the same soul leader argument where it's like, yeah, they do share so much of the perspective.
It's fucking Spy Family.
I did look at it because
the premise is around Lloyd, but who has the most time?
I would absolutely say Lloyd's the main character, though. I looked at it.
You're probably right.
There's so much time in Lloyd's perspective. He's the first perspective character.
We're gonna talk about it later.
He unites the other two. We are gonna
because I want to stay on this topic, but this chapter,
this week in manga was really strong.
In
general.
Loved this chapter.
I laughed out loud while my partner was playing Cyberpunk.
It was amazing, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let me see here. What else we got?
I think I'm out of female protagonists and shonen anyways.
I mean, because we're trying to throw out big numbers like this. I'm sure there's plenty of
Yona of the Dawn. That manga's still going.
Is that shonen though?
I have no fucking clue.
But now I'm just scrolling through because. Burn the Witch, the Bleach one. That's just two female leads.
That's Shojo. Well, I'm there.
It is just. I'm just scrolling through here, looking, and it's just all dudes.
Yes, Inuyasha is shonen though, so that still.
So it counts. I'll count it.
So I'm at 3.
Part 6 of JoJo's.
Part 6 of JoJo's. That's on. Let's go.
Kaguya-sama.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see. I mean,
the Elusive Samurai. I think that's a girl.
I saw that and I just passed by it because I was like, I don't know. I haven't read any of it. But
it's from the guy that did Assassination Classroom. That's all I know about it.
Promised Neverland, I would definitely say Emma is the main character.
1000%. There's maybe an argument in the first arc to try to say that she's not, but after they leave the orphanage, she absolutely is.
Because Norman goes away and
Ray becomes a side character.
Yeah.
A really good side character.
He just becomes second fiddle to
Emma.
Rui Dragon's the main character.
Yeah, it's in Shonen Jump magazine.
With 6 chapters, and still isn't canceled though.
It still isn't canceled. There's still a Twitter account counting down if Rui Dragon's back every day. It just says no with a period.
Would you say Shojo Null?
No. I thought it, but I think Ryaha's the main character.
Yeah. It's just he has too much of the stakes of the story.
Again, the perspective.
In his life.
Though there's a point to be made, like if it goes another 50 chapters and they're always on screen together, maybe they are dual protagonists. But it just seemed so much in his perspective.
That's really it, though, because I've just scrolled through everything here, and everything I know of anyway. On at least, again, strictly shonen speaking.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to branch out. There's an infinite number of
important female characters. I was
characters.
just looking at Martial Master Asami, and the girl in that has front billing on the picture, same with Nui's Exorcist. And she kicks ass. She kicks so much ass.
I mean,
I wish I could add Ginka and Gluna to this list.
I would have no problem, and I think it would be a good thing to have, but it would be tough to get in shonen.
It just have to be badass. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, again, because it's shonen.
Boys want to see cool shit. They don't care if it's a girl being cool, if it's cool as shit.
Yeah.
If you made, I don't want to say the main character of Kagura Bachi as a girl, but I'm thinking just someone cold.
Well, even Kagura Bachi, because it's just replacing.
If that was a girl that had a constant dull or angry look, I'm sure they'd be all over that still.
I mean, I'd be for it. I mean, again,
if you made Estheth a main character, of her own manga, people would be on board with that.
A good character is a good
Akame
character.
got killed. She's not the main character, but they're on board for her for sure.
Well, the anime, no, but the manga is 100% Akame
Is it in her?
is the main character.
Oh, I need to read the manga, man.
Yeah. Tatsumi is...
Good.
First off, I don't think he dies anyway.
He reeks of audience insert character anyways.
Yeah, it's Akame got killed.
Smell it.
She's the main character, 100%.
Good. Spy X Family.
It's about the fam. The whole fam.
Well, I mean...
Bond is the main character.
Well, no, I more mean pivot to Spy X Family.
Oh, yes.
First of all, this fucking shot of Anya all dolled up in Damien's
Damien's mind's
perspective.
eye.
Yeah.
Oh,
At first, I'm like, why is this drawing of Anya so detailed? And I flipped a page, and it was Damien looking at it. I'm like, oh, this
he's down bad.
fucking killed me. Shout out to the translators for this chapter, writing out her horrible scribbles in English. It hit so good.
It was hilarious.
I was dying. And then to go at like another page and to see the meet you in the courtyard one. And me fucking dying. I was embarrassed at how much I was laughing.
Becky is hilarious in this too.
I love Becky. I've always been on the Becky train. She is fucking hilarious.
We've been in desperate need of an Anya chapter, and this is just the perfect one to come
And I
back
love
to.
that Damien's all over too, because I just love Damien.
Their whole interaction is just...
I don't want you to go.
Without giving me those cakes.
It's fucking a hilarious chapter.
I need to repay her and give her some cakes for
Guys, get off
the
my back.
handkerchief.
And of
And it
course,
turns and hilarity ensues.
the teacher dude being the boss man he is.
Yeah, figuring out the situation and be like, okay, I'm gonna resolve this, and got it resolved effortlessly. And then kicks him out afterwards. It's just quality spy. This is the stuff that makes Spy Family so good.
Yeah, I'm laughing out loud.
Yeah, and the whole overarching story, like the serious bits, is great, and I love that aspect. But this is the kind of stuff that got me into Spy Family in
Fair.
the early part.
Absolutely.
Anya's what's the word? It's right there on my tongue. Mischievous stuff. Her antics. There you go.
This is.
Anya's antics is what.
I think the
Got
will
me
they
into
won't
this.
they got me the most personally for Spy X Family.
Of Lloyd and Yor?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Will they?
I mean, Anya Damien being friends is cute too.
Yeah, but we're all about that Mommy Yor.
But I absolutely, yeah. No, Becky Lloyd. Will they? Won't they?
Won't they, please?
Won't they?
FBI, open up! I've been trying to get my wife to watch it with me because we watched that together. And I'm like, I need to watch this. It's a funny episode out, and I know it. The one where
We haven't started either.
The one where Yor gets shot in the ass.
Yes.
And has to go on the date with Lloyd, but he thinks she's just miserable the whole time, but she's just really in immense pain from being shot.
That's why I want to let like maybe 3 stack up and just get that momentum again.
Well, it's got to be that because I caught up on JJK the other day. And there were
Yay!
4 that I was watching, and I didn't think I was that far behind.
Yeah.
Because I told her right there, I was like, listen, I'm watching it right now if you're watching it with me or not. And she's like, just go ahead and watch it. So she was sitting
all
there
caught
kind
up
of like
with
going back. But I'm all caught up.
Good.
Fucking Daddy Nanami.
Daddy Nanami.
They put so much gas on that
I
fucking
know.
fight. The memes.
Grasshopper had its budget cut so that Nanami could shine, people.
I'm cool with that.
Me
Because
too.
The thirst, dude.
I was feeling the thirst.
Absolute
It was.
thirst was everywhere.
I saw that one shot of him holding Haruta for like days. And I'm like, I go up to my partner, like, babe, we need to watch JJK right now.
I've been seeing people that were reacting to that edit in their face in that sense. So it's like he's pulling their hair and then making like a blush face.
That's still like my favorite tweet of maybe even the whole month is like, heart is stronger than me, because if it was me, I'd unzip Nani's pants and show Shibuya a real incident. Had to be
the
dead.
true Shibuya incident. That was gold.
Even down to the punches too, though. Like that punch he gave him, where dead dropped him and gave him socked him in the face. Oh,
honestly, first off, 2 things to mention about this guy. I forgot he even existed.
You forgot about Haruta? I didn't forget about Haruta because he dies like a bitch.
Well, yeah. Because first off,
he dies like an utter bitch.
Let me get there. So, I saw the episode in the anime. He comes out, and I'm like, oh, I kind of remember this douchebag. He makes fucking
makes Nobara look like a chump.
Yeah,
that was the first thing that partner said after. But actually, the whole time it was happening, because before he's just like, oh yeah, I like her, but they haven't really given her much. And then this happened.
The Black Flash stuff with Yuji at the end of season 1 was glorious.
This 4 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
It's part of the problem.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, and then she just gets hit by the hand and it's just wobbling and waffling. And I get why. She's concussed. She's hitting that spot that's supposed to knock you right the fuck out. But it's like, she did look like a gigantic chump. And really he was commenting on it the entire time. It's like, come on.
Your partner
come
was?
Come on, yeah.
So I vaguely remembered him.
And then a man saves.
Well, because then Nanami comes in. That walk. When he's got his arms out, I was like, oh. I was like, this is going to be good. I didn't really remember that in the manga much. I was like, okay, so this guy's dead. 3 days later, I'm seeing on social media, people are sharing images of that dude fighting Megumi later. And I was like,
wait, he's not dead yet.
That's the same dude. Because, all right, first off, this is just gassing up Nanami to have beaten this guy's ass so much. Because not only does Haruta make Nobara look like a chump, but then also, comments on this, everybody makes Megumi look like a chump. Because I swear this dude is suicidal. How many times has this dude tried to turn to Maharaga?
I know. He makes himself look like a chump.
Cause
he took the pose in episode 1, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's going to do it against Sukuna Yuji.
Oh, yeah, that's a totally reasonable spot to start considering that. And Toto was not.
No. And then he tried doing it against the first special grade.
Yeah, the finger bearer one.
The one in the prison.
Yeah.
But then...
because it was whooping their ass.
Yeah, and then he did it again against...
Sukuna.
Yuji Sukuna.
Yeah.
Then he did it again against Todo.
Yeah.
Then he does it against Haruta. And doesn't he actually summon Maharaga there? Because then doesn't...
Well, he summons Maharaga because of Sukuna, though.
Okay, but he was gonna do it for Haruta. But then doesn't Sukuna roll up? And I don't remember how Haruta dies. So
I don't remember the exact order, but he summoned it against Sukuna for sure. I don't think he would have... I really, really hope he would have summoned it for Haruta.
But what happens though? Because Sukuna doesn't... I don't remember Sukuna going...
so soon. It's so soon.
It is soon. Isn't it like within the next episode or two is when he's going to fight Choso?
Literally next episode is going to be Choso.
Nice.
Unless they do a hard cutaway all episode long.
Because he's going to beat Choso.
It should be.
And then Jogo comes in and foresees him.
Yeah, I want to say, well, actually, it's the girls.
Well, the girls come up to him, but no, I'm
they
pretty
have
sure...
the fingers.
I thought it was Jogo that shoves him down his throat.
What's it?
I'm pretty sure it is. Well, regardless, we'll see. Either way, they're both there because Sukuna comes, they do the bow thing, and Jogo gets the top part of his head cut off.
Yeah.
But I don't remember how Haruta actually dies.
So good.
Just dismantle, cleave or something.
Literally. Because that's where it describes Haruta's power.
The miracle thing.
Yeah. Because it's like, oh, his power is to get, use miracles to, get away and survive things he shouldn't. And he's out. It's exactly how they do it.
Yeah, because he used at least 3 of them against just Nanami.
And Nobara. He used
yeah.
one for the rocks where he goes like this.
Yeah. Puts his arms out.
And then every punch Nanami pretty much gave him was another mark.
Those were some hefty
I'm so
punches.
sad though. Unless Mappa do something real crazy, he's about to also look like a bitch in the Dagon fight.
Who, Nanami?
Yeah, and kind of Megumi. He also doesn't look great in that. He's like, well, he's the one trying to get them out.
Yeah, but then Nanami. I mean, I would
That
hope
fight's
they do
really
something
hard for all of them
when he fights all those spirits.
When he's fight like literally the fish dude.
Well, afterwards, when he gets before Mahito shows up.
Yeah.
When he fights all those things. Or was that all that damage he sustains?
I think it's all that's in there because I know Jogo also hits him though. I'm pretty sure because I'm pretty sure he was like burnt to some degree before Mahito.
Because that's when Yuji finally shows up. Right as he shows up is when Mahito.
Yeah.
Smack. Speaking of Yuji, him and Megumi versus Dude.
They made it look
bro.
good.
That was a good fight.
Yeah, they
Some
made
of
it look
those
good. Where's Ino
interactions.
in the story right now? Because Ino also looked really fucking good in his showing, even though he got no diffed.
The ski mask guy?
Yeah. Why isn't he around?
You know who else? Where's the dude with the samurai sword? The dude...
Kusakabe.
Yeah, is he...
Hiding from all of the action right now.
Yeah.
Because the next time we see Kusakabe, I'm pretty sure, is when Sukuna goes berserk in the city. Because that's when Kusakabe, Panda, and Inumaki run into him. And that's where Inumaki loses an arm.
Is Kusakabe the dude with the hammer coming into the fight with Yuji right now in the manga?
No, he's Katana Man.
Where's he in the current chapters?
In the current chapters, he was the one that was training Yuji.
Oh, okay.
In the body swap chapter, he's part of the Peanut Gallery. He was there to comment on the Gojo fight.
He's the one still in the Peanut Gallery.
Yeah, and he can block Uzumaki, so he should be in the Kenjaku fight.
Yes.
The one thing he's ever done, ever. If I'm going to be honest for a moment, it is literally his only feat is walking that goddamn Uzumaki.
Where's Yuki?
That's the best question, because she literally pops up at the very, very fucking end. Where is she during everything?
Of everything ever, even current. She's not with the Peanut Gallery.
Yuki's dead.
When did she die?
Against Kenjaku.
Oh shit, that's right. That was... That's right. I totally remember now.
Yeah.
That whole...
That's why I thought you meant the anime.
That whole thing just...
Yeah.
Out of my mind.
That was a badass fight. People still talk shit about Yuki, but that fight was sick.
She almost took him out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
She went down fighting.
Yeah, and then...
Girl made a virtual black hole before she died.
Choso was at the end there, too.
That was also the best part. Not just what she said, but the look on her face, too, when she said it, too, when she told her, this is the day you die as a curse, now live as a human. That look on her face is so good. And then, she drops him from, Tengen's barrier. Sends him away. Oh. I mean, I do wish they did more with her character, but that's because I really, really like her.
Right.
But it was a great showing, man.
Oh, that's... Yeah. What about Toto, though? I mean, yeah, he lost a hand, but he can still use Oogie Boogie.
We don't know if he can or not. He bluffed in that Mahito fight that he could. He said he could because his clapping's in the soul. He does it. It was a bluff. He didn't switch anybody.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But, I mean, I would still take that explanation. What about a prosthetic also? Could you send cursed energy through, a prosthetic?
You should be able to, because he can send cursed energy through all the weapons he picked up in the Hanami fight.
And I still just like the explanation that clapping's in the soul. You're still doing the action of clapping.
Yeah, because clapping's just a noise.
Yeah.
You can clap on any surface of your body. I would think so. I would take this.
Yeah.
I would take it.
Why is Inumaki here over Toto? Inumaki has no arm.
Why is Miwa there over Toto?
To block Uzumaki with her master. Again, if they could have really made Miwa and Kusakabe useful if they went around and started teaching everybody their simple domain, please. They're gonna fucking need it.
I love how like Simple Domain was supposed to be this like super elusive thing that they use to try and get past
literally
infinite void.
Yeah.
And then just now, like, everyone and their mothers has one.
Yeah. Except for the main people. It's always every new character they introduce has one. Or Gojo hiding, like, super special ones. That's the Falling Petal Blossom one. Oh, that guy's using Wicker Basket.
There's more copium on the Gojo fans that he's coming back.
I saw some more. They're like...
The sentence that Gege wrote on, like, the side of a panel.
I saw another one being about, like, chapter titles lining up with something Gojo said.
I don't know, copium maybe?
Yeah.
Again, I think at this point...
I think he did.
It'd be bad writing. I think it was bad writing to just have Sukuna come out perfect form, but that's just me. Still hasn't used Malevolent Shrine
this
yet.
week, though.
Yeah, there is. Well, yesterday there was the break.
Yeah.
So we'll be...
I was very sad. Opening it up and seeing like 8 days till JJK because I opened it up before all the chapters dropped.
Oh, I did not.
Big sad.
But what are you going to do?
Read Sakamoto.
I did not.
Read a couple chapters at work every day.
Well, I would be able to if I had. You had an employee move on to bigger and better things, so there's just two of us now. So
brutal.
We got so much work to do. It's ridiculous, which is a good thing to have. It's a good problem to have, but
not in
means,
this jurisdiction.
Yes, not in this aspect. No.
Sakamoto waits.
Yeah.
It's okay. Sorry. It's okay.
I'm sorry I failed you.
It's okay. They're just really good chapters, that's all.
I know. I can tell just from where I left off. I was like, this is gonna be gold.
There's another really good duel coming up. Well, I mean, coming up for you happened for me.
Good to know. I don't know if it's over or not, but Mina made short work of that fucking kaiju.
I doubt it's over, but yeah. I like having some Mina backstory finally, though.
Yes. Her side of it, to see that she thought Kafka was a liar or whatever. I'm like...
And that she did need him there for like the emotional support. I also love that the tiger leans back against her to brace her for shots. Did you notice that? Like every frame that she was standing on the building, the tiger is in the exact same position. He's like leaning his back against her back and looking like forward. Yeah. I bet it's to brace her for the recoil.
That's good thought.
That's so badass.
That is. That's nice. I like that. But, I mean...
Also, the general dude being like, this will change, like, kaiju neutralization forever. Kaiju neutralization will never be the same.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you could snipe with a fucking railgun cannon from halfway across the city, that's good stuff. It was just like a fast chapter though for kaiju.
It was really fast.
Like, unfortunately, not much of any info to.
Again, besides her backstory, which is good, but it's not exactly like Shakespeare here.
Right.
29 pages though. That's.
Yeah, I know, and I was like, I feel like I just blew by that 29 pages.
The art was really good this chapter though.
Oh,
Maybe I just like Mina's aesthetics so much, like that last shot of her.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, the art in kaiju is always pretty good. Bi-Weekly has that.
It's another style I like.
What's also really good right now, you get on me about Sakamoto and other things that I don't read. I'll get on one for you that we could talk about. One Punch Man.
Oh, you know how
it's
long
a good
that
manga.
Fucking take me to catch up to that.
Well, I mean, if you read one here and there. But no, I totally get it because
The page count's the bigger thing.
A lot of those chapters are like 50 plus pages.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them.
191 of them, too. So that might as well be 400 because of page counts.
It's so good, though. The artwork in it is just... Oh, it's so beautiful. But, like, not all of them. Like, this chapter... I mean, this one had 32 pages.
That's still a lot of pages,
It is.
man. It's
just... One Punch Man is great. It's a good manga.
Maybe after I catch up to Shojo
One
next.
Punch Man.
It's a good game.
What's my name? One Punch
Every
Man.
single day, get SSR in a free way. Monday through Sunday, every single day. All these benefits in my pockets.
How often do you listen to this?
Not often. Not often, I promise.
Just get the memory banks of it.
Yeah. Though each time I
Fucking
did listen to
computer.
it, I of course rolled it back to laugh at it again. Because it's just so bad.
Well, is it bad or is it genius marketing?
Bad.
Genius marketing to get that shit in
I
your
don't
brain,
know.
and you're now not only that rewinding in it to
But I
watch
will
it again.
never download it, is the problem.
Yeah,
Because, like, I would have possibly considered playing a One Punch Man gacha.
so
There
like,
are some fun characters to pull. I would kill to pull Watchdog.
well, so it's geniusly bad marketing. We'll leave it
But
at
now I would never download it, for sure.
that. Yeah, I don't have any plans to either. Fuck that.
Again, any game that has to tell me to my face, it's a good game, in no simpler terms.
Yeah, you fucked up already.
And then I just cringed to the earn SSR in a free way. But yeah, after I catch up to Chojin X, I'll consider One Punch Man. Because I still haven't read another Chojin chapter this week either, so. But I am 23 chapters deep on it now, so.
How many chapters are out?
40 something?
Oh, so you're like halfway.
Yeah, 42. There's a couple of like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3s in there. I don't know what's going to be up with that. I don't know if they're gag chapters or multi-part plot lines or not.
Right. Isn't much like this chapter anyway too for Shojo No? There wasn't much that's...
I loved this chapter.
It was good. I like it a lot, but there's a new character, some new characters introduced. Well, character.
I loved this chapter.
Well,
This is actually like maybe the main reason I said this was a good week for manga too.
Shojo No.
Yeah, honestly, I was loving it.
There's something that I didn't like about it.
Ooh.
This page here. That this... How old is the main character? 9, 12, 13? How old was he when his parents died? How many years has it been? I don't remember. But just from looking at some dude's eyes on a fucking cell phone camera, was able to recognize the same guy being there years ago. And I was like, really? That's how you recognize him? Just by, like, the sadness in his eyes? Or, like...
7 years ago. Because he says it in the chapter, that house, it's the place I helped raid 7 years ago. So I might agree with you there then. I was going to push back a little bit. Because if it was just a couple
he's wearing
years.
a helmet, too. So you only see his eyes, mouth, and nose.
Yeah, but I mean, facial recognition, you really only need about this much. You need at least 2 features.
Yeah. But
You could recognize someone off of a nose and eyes for sure. And you get all of the features of the face.
you know what my problem is? This is like saying that you recognized Cloud when you were in Nibelheim. Which soldier is Cloud?
If Cloud shot my mom, maybe. If he took his mask off.
Because, like, you look at the soldiers right here. The reason I say Cloud specifically is because these guys look like soldier
Yeah.
dudes. Like,
I'm just saying,
Shinra
if someone
soldiers.
shot your mother figure
yeah.
in front of you and they had that much of their face exposed in real life, do you think you'd recognize them? I think
At
you
the
would.
age of 7 to 14?
That's where I would be like,
Probably not.
It's also massive trauma. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been in a situation. I don't know what kind
I
of
don't feel like that's...
brain power goes into this dude's revenge plans.
I do love this guy's detective work, though. I think that's what made the chapter shine for me. The whole thing, him just like poking into it.
Yeah, he's like super suspicious of this, and he's gonna catch him in the lie at the very end.
Yeah, unless she shows up there, they can still pull it off, where like she'll round the corner and be like, "Oh, hi,
what's up, dude?"
I just love that cat and mouse shit, that Death Note shit.
Yes, their acting was horrendous.
I'm glad it was too. They shouldn't be good at that.
No, it was funny though.
That's why I'm also glad he caught on so quick too. He's like, "Why are they fucking talking so weird?"
Oh shit!
I don't know. I really liked it.
Yes, it was good.
It's enough detective work to make up for Nazi guy being such a ignorant asshole.
A cocaine craved Nazi.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So Yoshida stock's on the rise.
Oh yeah.
Like,
has it been a week? Did we not talk about that?
No. 14 hours is the next chapter. Yeah, we haven't talked about it.
Did it not go on break? Did we really not talk about that?
Nope. It was last week. Last Tuesday.
Oh yeah, because you texted me right away about it too.
Oh, like instantly.
I knew exactly what it was when you texted me because you sent that like tentacle emoji or octopus emoji. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, it's my boy."
Who do you? I love how at the very end, it's got to be Yoshida that's talking, right? Who else would be saying it? But he's like, "Kumbaya, my lord," oh no, it's this guy. What's his name? Flamethrower dude that's singing it, and he's just talking over.
And
Yoshida.
that shit is tense, man. Him just stopping, being like, "Let me just enjoy the sunset. It's the most beautiful part of the day." Oh, something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, to Asa, she just got her fucking shit wrecked.
Just one quick pivot for it, real quick. I just want to call out the Chainsaw Man fan base as like the best manga fan base on like all of social media. They're always just down to that, but they're always just down to talk about the goddamn manga. Like, it's not just a bunch of meatheads or shippers. It's always people that have like something fucking interesting to say about the manga.
Which is funny you say that, because in my sphere of things, all I ever see about Chainsaw Man Season 2 is that
I still see some people that are haters too.
They mainly just say that the plot is lost.
But then all the comments.
I see comments, but no, I see videos and like topic videos and stuff saying that. But then the comments are being like, the dude's literally the trust the process guy. Is like a comment I saw today.
Let him cook.
Yeah, just because then the same video talking shit about part 2. Then at the end, because you can't just say one opinion about something being bad without trying at the very end to lighten it up. Because then he's shitting on part 2. The person saying, you know, that the plot is lost right now. There's no direction, blah, 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 blah. But then at the very end, he's like, well, part 1's kind of like that too, because Chainsaw Man's very much of a story that makes sense once it's a complete thing. Is what part 1 is. So I'm like, so why are you saying shit about part 2?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
I usually just see the best takes. Like, someone put this page in front of me from a long ass time ago.
I saw you had that open earlier. So
yes, because it's very interesting. Because remember when Makima talks about things Chainsaw Man ate and removed from existence?
Yes.
Stuff like Second World War, Holocaust. I didn't know about these ones. It was like, because Chainsaw Man ate them all. The sixth sense humans used to have. The light of a particular star that would break children's minds. 4 possible conclusions other than death at the end of a living being's lifespan. What? Excuse me?
First off, how does Makima know those things if they're gone?
I know.
From existence?
That's always been a weird one, though.
But yeah, that's wild.
It's fucking metal ass shit, dude. What the fuck?
I just love this whole thing because Asa's been on top of the world, which is funny too that it's Yoshida because they know each other, and Yoshida knows Asa hangs around Denji all the time, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I forgot someone said something about that. It was I forgot that because there's so many Yoshida fans on my timeline. They thank God the algorithm's right in this case. Bring them all to me. Bring the Yoshi stocks. But someone had like a really good take on why he went specifically. There's something about being in Denji's best interest, that's for sure.
well, against Yoru, definitely.
Yeah.
Asa, I don't know about
I
that.
wonder if it's still in. I was already going through my Twitter likes, but it's like so much fan art to get through.
Because when this happened first, because now that I actually look at it, see, now that I'm here right now, I thought that Asa jumped out of the door. Yoshida jumped into the door. Because see, Asa's here,
Yeah.
her hand's on the floor, going to turn the apartment into her whatever weapon. This is the tentacle coming in, and then he's on the other, because see, her hand is still on the floor right here. And then he cuts her hand off before she can activate
Finish
whatever
it,
weapon
yep.
she's trying to make. But now couldn't she just pick up the arm and make her arm a weapon?
She totally could. And I bet she has a lot of attachment to her arm. That's probably going to be a pretty good weapon. It's Chainsaw Man. Why do you got to be so far away from our recordings? Here we go.
My money's still on that Yoshida's going to win the fuck out of this fight.
There it is. Okay. So the people talking on the rate, well, talking to each other, they said, and here I was hoping she'd do us a favor and turn Chainsaw Man into a weapon.
Yes, I do remember that.
So people were trying to connect the dots between that and why he'd go specifically after, like, go ahead and
Which is
cut
weird
off Asa.
that I heard that because that was public security people that said that, not
His
Chainsaw
side,
Man
too.
Chan. The side that we thought was on Yuji's side, Denji's side.
Kinda, because again, they were also the ones threatening Naruto to keep him under control, which is why they said that, because he'd be less of a problem for them if he was gone.
Which still all turns around back to where the fuck is Kishibe?
Yeah, where's he?
Because I feel like if Denji has any allies at all, 100%
Well, that's
in
why
the
maybe
game.
Kishibe put Yoshida in public safety. Like, maybe... Because he still said something about looking out for his best interests, and I don't think he meant public safety with that.
Because I feel like Kishibe would be Denji's only true ally. I think everyone else still would, like, Quan Chi would be a Kishibe ally way before. She doesn't give a fuck about Denji. Right? What business does
I
she
don't think
have
she
with
gives a
her?
fuck about any of them. She didn't
That's
give
what
a
I
fuck
mean.
about Kishibe back in her arc, so
True.
she doesn't give a fuck about him. She doesn't give a fuck about anyone.
Because Asa...
She cares about hot lesbian babes.
Yes.
That is the one
I care-
beings that Quan Chi cares about.
I care about those too. But like who? Well, I mean, maybe this one girl he's with right now. Well, Nayuta actually. Never mind. I take that back.
Nayuta's
ride or die. I'm sure.
This girl's also pretty ride or die. I still think Yoshida is trying to have his best interest in heart, though.
Yeah. I'm just really digging Chainsaw Man lately. So
This was an especially good chapter. I also want to note something that a Twitter user actually brought to my mind. Weapon hybrids heal by drinking blood. And you know what you can't do? You know when you can't drink blood? When you're a smoldering pile of ash. Barim might be the best weapon hybrid. At least to fight other weapon hybrids.
true.
Also, very interesting that this giant worm thing that Denji killed, that Falling brought out from a portal, is the Justice Devil.
Yeah, and they're keeping it in the basement.
I felt like that came very low key.
Yeah, and it's dead. So that it's like obviously whatever contract they're making isn't with the Justice Devil. Because they brought that up too. Where did they say it? Even after this devil's death, the Chainsaw Man Church followers could use the powers attributed to the Justice Devil. Is that correct?
Yeah, and
According to reports, yes, Division 4 killed followers who used it.
it was the very next page too. in that case, it's looking like the devil they made contracts with was never the Justice Devil.
Yep.
And does that mean the same devil that's already like corrupted like what, 2 people now is also just completely connected to the church? Like, is that how the girl, Asa's friend, got in contact with the Justice Devil? Was she actually part of the church? She was a Chainsaw Man fan, I'm pretty sure.
Must be them. I also like that this, because before this chapter, all of part 2 went to show how incompetent public safety had become. But I like how this chapter brings them back up to be a force. You know what I mean?
I think we're about to get them brought back down again. I feel it, not like in a bad way, like in a clown way, but I think Bareem's going to go berserk. Look at that fucking page where he first starts saying Kumbaya. Look at that. That's scary.
He is completely unconcerned with the fact that he's been kidnapped right now.
Here's another interesting thing, too.
Yeah.
Another thing I didn't realize on my own, it was another Twitter user that put it to my attention. Falling also showed up during a sunset. So it's like, and Fujimoto's put a lot of detail on this sunset. And it was the very end of the chapter with Yoshida.
Thank God there's no break, so
yeah, we're going to find out tomorrow. I'm going to be hopping on that as soon as possible.
Because Famine's still MIA, and
yeah,
she's still,
the
I think,
shadow organizer behind it all, because she was talking to the fake Saw Man, and
then the hand that came out, whoever is really in charge still has not been shown.
Yeah,
unless that was, I highly doubt it's fucking Bareem.
I think the hand could have been like fake Saw Man, like coming up behind her.
No, because fake Saw Man was over there sitting with her, and this dude came up and spoke directly to him. To Fake Saw Man. Fake Saw Man needs to do something. But isn't there 3 Chainsaw Mans now?
Well, one of them's the class president dude that had it like cardboard taped to himself. Or like glued like...
Yeah, isn't that the Fake Saw Man dude? That's
faker Fake Saw Man. There's still the one that actually showed up and helped Denji.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the one that I think is part of the church. The one we haven't seen his face, but showed his like head down with a hat on. That's the only actual Fake Saw Man. The other one can fuck off now.
Yeah, because
you're glue and duct tape.
You think that dude that we just mentioned is the black one? Because didn't Denji himself say that there's 2 versions of him?
I don't think it is the black one, because I still think that's just like Pochia's true form. I bet there's something behind how he does it.
Right. Maybe. That's a... I wish
that's
that
a wild guess, though.
I really do wish that the question of how many Chainsaw Mans there were was not a question.
It's Kumbaya.
Yeah, so what I think is going to happen is whatever this guy is about to do is he's going to do something.
I also like that Denji was also kind of unconcerned with what's going on.
Denji's unconcerned with everything in life.
Like, the moment he started getting handcuffed, he tells Naruto, it's like, okay, let's go.
Yep, time to go home. And then this other girl's like, I'll drop you off. Mm-hmm. I think Bareem's up to something.
I think Bareem's about to start fighting.
Asa and Yoshida are going to be off to the side. They're going to be doing their own thing. But I think something's going to happen where Denji is. At the mall. Or wherever they are. Outlets. Where.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling from Bareem, man.
Because again, there's too many people from the Chainsaw Man Church. The upper brass aren't caught. The weapons hybrids were caught. But Fake Saw Man wasn't caught. Famine's not caught.
What does Famine even want again? She wanted Asa to make Denji a weapon.
Seems everyone wants that. Again,
it does seem like everyone wants that.
So it's like, are you afraid of Chainsaw Man? So you want him to turn into a weapon? But with the War Devil? You don't think that's just the worst option? To have the War Devil have Chainsaw Man as a weapon? I mean, in my eyes,
she seems to think something really bad's coming. I don't know.
And then there's this
but she's also bringing really bad shit. It's like
King of Fears or whatever they said was.
It's like, let me kill people to prepare us for people to die. I hate that. Other people, that's something I've seen in other stories too, but I hate that. There's a story recently that pulled that, and I don't remember what it was.
I couldn't tell you. So, something's gonna happen, one way or the other.
Kumbaya,
I cannot see it that he's just gonna get arrested.
And we're back to square zero.
Yeah.
Well, we're definitely getting more Yoshida and Asa fighting.
100%.
That part's undeniable.
Watch them just talk.
Cut off her arm. I can't have you doing that, Asa. Now go somewhere safe. Goodbye.
I'd be fuming. Yoshida deserves his stock rises, because otherwise I'm going to meme him
Again,
to the
he's
ground
got to be
again.
extra sensory, too. He knows fucking everything.
True.
I'm happy we're getting him doing what he does best. Fighting.
I was going to say cutting people's arms off.
Instead of relating to people.
Yoshida just loves getting involved when people lose arms, huh?
He's all about that. Except when they went to darkness. I'm really happy Yoshida didn't get pulled into that shit. No, because Quan Chi threw him out of the building. That's why he wasn't there. Because I was just thinking, I was like, wait, that entire building went to hell that he was in.
Yeah.
Because they're fighting there. Quan Chi, Denji, and everyone in the building ended up there. But I just remembered she threw Kishibe out the building, fought Yoshida some more, and finished off Yoshida by throwing him out the building too. She threw three people out of the building chapter.
That's her finishing move.
Because all three of them
Building throw.
got around in different ways. I think the first person just straight up fell, hit a car. Kishibe used the knife, and then also fell. Could only, like, cushioned it. And Yoshida caught his leg with tentacles. This is great. It's like, this is what I do to men. Get out of here! Get out of here!
Oh, shit.
God, I love Quan Chi.
She's great.
Oh, man, I hope... Yeah, I really do want Bream to go berserk right now, because maybe Quan Chi will jump in, or Katana Man. Because they're public safety.
Right there, aren't they? Because...
They're somewhere nearby, because...
It's got to be close, because they were in the crowded area where Denji was sitting on the bench when Breen came up, and the weapon hybrids were inside, I assume.
Somewhere in that building. They
I would assume in the same building. They could have been some... Well,
there might not have been an eye shot of it, but there's probably the same building.
He did say something's going to happen here.
Yeah. I mean, Quan Chi could probably cross a city in like 2 seconds anyways.
Well, I also want an answer to the question, did they choose this place because Denji was already there, or did Denji just happen to be there the day that they were doing the thing? You know what I mean? Because how did they plan for Denji to be there at that moment? Or does Denji just frequent this place on like Saturdays? You know what I mean?
Or did they like wait for him to go somewhere populated and be like, this is going to be the place?
Yeah, so it's just weird to me. But I highly doubt I'll get an answer to that question. Unfortunately.
It doesn't... I don't know about the place specifically. It does make some sense, though, because Bream did know that he's not going to do anything extravagant. Like, that he's gave up being Chainsaw Man, and he's more being, like, someone to Naota.
He gave up really quickly on being changed. I mean, obviously he's not done. He'll transform again, but...
Oh, this is what I mean about Twitter being so great. Someone put that as, like, it's a metaphor for becoming a parent and, like, dropping some of the things you care about for the responsibility of taking care of a child. I swear to God, at least I get the best parts of the Chainsaw Man fandom.
Yeah. Tomorrow's prime for a good chapter. Prime time. So you said you had some anime news to talk about.
I did. I was just sitting down. Me and my partner were going to watch something. He just randomly pulled the trigger on something. Actually, that was a pun. Pulled the trigger on something that we were meaning to watch. Cyberpunk Edgerunners. From Trigger.
Oh, nice. I was like, World Trigger?
Like, it only just hit me there. I was like, oh, wow, that's wordplay.
Nice. I watched the first 3 episodes of that.
We're on episode 7, and we started yesterday.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
It's like good on its own, and there's also those little bits that like I understand better from playing the game, and they are just little bits. Like you're not losing anything from not having played the game. Like there's just one moment that stood out where they're like planning a kidnapping, and they're like, the guy's taking Delaman, so we won't be able to get the guy's data or route. And that goes back to like part of the tutorial section in the Cyberpunk game where you're planning a heist, and they're even like, we got the AI car service Delaman because they take anybody. It's an AI car. There's no scrutiny. Their literal motto is, you leave your problems outside the doors. So it's like little bits like that, and like me knowing about Trauma Team only taking like rich people. Like I knew that ahead of time because it's one of the very first things that happens in the game.
Right.
It's like you have a job to hunt some girl down. She's already dead, and Trauma Team shows up right outside for her.
I don't remember his name, but that one dude that's basically like 95% enhancements.
Yes.
He's just a face.
Maxi, something like that. Begins with an M.
The bad guy.
Oh no, different guy. I was thinking of the guy on the crew. No, the big dude.
The big dude.
The big dude, the cyber psycho.
Yeah, because he's in the game too.
Was that Adam Smasher then?
Yeah, Adam Smasher.
That is Adam Smasher? Because I heard
yeah.
he was in the anime, and he hasn't shown up, and that dude looked so much like him. Because Adam Smasher is in the game, like alive.
Yeah.
So that gives me a rougher idea around like time period wise where it compares to where the game is. Because Adam Smasher's definitely alive.
Yes.
It's very scary.
It's not. I don't know the exact timeline.
I'm guessing it's not even in like.
It's like probably at most
then.
like 2 years before the game. I think it's a.
Well, would it be
close...
before if Adam Smasher died?
Oh, Adam Smasher doesn't die in the anime.
That wasn't him dying in the beginning?
100%. No. Adam Smasher's at the... I haven't gotten to it.
Okay.
Adam Smasher's at
I
the
thought you
end.
meant he was the dude at the beginning that
You
was
will
all
know when
chromed up.
Adam Smasher comes up.
Because there's that dude in the first episode, first scene, that kills that whole squad before MedTech shows up and takes him out.
Timeline of Edge...
Don't spoil me too hard here. I am going to probably finish it tomorrow.
No, that's all I was going to say. Versus...
Because I knew Adam Smasher was in it. Fuck, that guy's a fucking boss, dude. I mean, I've only seen him like once in the game, though.
About 1 year.
Oh, wow.
1 year before the events of the game.
Because in that same heist you're planning in the game, there's a moment where you're behind a pane of glass. Because like things start going wrong. People come into the room you're stealing from, so you hide in this little display that has like an activatable two-way glass. Mm-hmm. So right now it's like concealing. While the guy's talking, Adam Smasher walks into the room. I'm just like, oh. And there's a bodyguard there that like walks right up to the glass too. I'm just like, oh. But Adam Smasher's right there, and he's like 2 of me tall and 4 of me thick.
Yeah, and he's like 90. It's like all
he's
that's
like
left
all
of him is
chrome.
it's just this like dome piece, and even that has attachments on it. It's like, how are you still human?
I know, especially when again the first scene in the anime shows what happens when you chrome up too much.
Dude's definitely just a robot at this point.
Yeah,
There's no way any of his humanity aspects of him are left inside that. There's just no way.
Yet somehow he keeps it together more than some of the cyber psychos do.
Do you know if you kill him in the game?
I have
if you
no
fight
clue.
him, I mean,
I bet you fight him though.
I'm sure. I mean, because I've seen scenes where you're in the same room as him, and you're like you can talk to him.
I haven't even gotten that far yet. I'm still so early.
Well, I haven't even played the game. I'm just going off of like
But
stuff
I would
people say
bet
because he's so cool. People make shorts about him.
Because he was working with what I'd maybe call the main bad guys of the game, one of the corporations.
He reminds me a lot of the guy from Resident Evil.
Mr. X? Or Nemesis?
Whatever one.
Well, the stalking guy.
Yes.
Because they both play that role. In Resident Evil 2 there's Mr. X, who's just a big-ass dude that follows you.
He wears a trench coat and a top hat?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Mr. X. And then Nemesis plays that role in 3, but he kind of turns more monstrous as the game goes on.
Oh.
I haven't played either of them.
I haven't played any Resident Evil either, but
I've played 5 minutes of 4 back in like the GameCube days.
Resident Evil 4 is that old? GameCube? Didn't know that.
GameCube, PS2.
And isn't...
Or as Yahtzee calls it, Resident Evil 4. Yes, the one good one.
Isn't, like, 5 the newest one, or 6 the newest one?
No. 6 was the last numbered one before they switched up the formula and put out, like, 2 more after that.
Oh, okay.
Because it was, 5, 6, then they switched to Biohazard Village. I keep an ear to the ground with Resident Evil, it seems.
Apparently.
I know 6 is the one where everyone hated it because there's just a stream. I forgot the main dude's name. Like, the main dude. The Resident Evil 1 dude. He was in Marvel vs. Capcom, I know that much. But he just straight up punches his way through a boulder. And nobody liked that.
Yeah. Everyone disapproved.
Everyone disliked that. Gee, with Cyberpunk is like that one time I like video gamey screens coming up. Because when she's hacking, it's the same hacking, like, thing you do in the game.
Right.
I love the characters in the Cyberpunk anime. Mm-hmm. Just so good.
Yes. Rebecca is sweet.
Lucy?
Lucy?
Yeah, I think it's Lucy.
I've seen 3 episodes like months ago, so...
Yeah, I also want to try to keep it relatively spoiler-free, because I just think it's really fucking good.
I mean, you're further than I am in it. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen scenes, I know everything that happens.
That's why we watched it so fast, I don't know exactly what 3 episodes covered. But... Yeah,
I mean, it's good. I resubscribed to Netflix for One Piece live action, and
that's why I was like...
I fell into that trap of forgetting to unsubscribe. I still have it right now.
Oh, so definitely watch Cyberpunk.
Because, well, I might also take advantage of the fact that the new Castlevania is out, too.
Yeah, well, I know you're going to take advantage of that fact.
Also, I believe we talked about it, and you were more right than I was. I thought it was his son, like Trevor's son, that was this.
I also thought it was Trevor's son, didn't I?
No, it's like, no, you were on
I thought it was Sifa and Trevor's son.
No, I was the one saying that, and you were saying more like a grandchild, great-grandchild. It's like great-great-great-grandchild.
Oh, wow.
It's something like 500-year gap.
Oh, my God.
Something. Yeah, it's quite... And I only know that because I saw a screenshot of it, and they're like, yeah, so we had an ancestor in our family. You have an ancestor in your family that was a great mage. And he was like, yeah, Cypher. I was like,
oh, shit. You know what? I'm kind of remembering the conversation now because I think it was Richter's child, one of the guys from one of the games.
Makes sense. But I was like, it looks dope. I want to watch it. All of the other Castlevania.
I still need to finish season 4.
I think.
Is it 4? I think it is 4.
3
because it took 2 seasons to take up the main bad guy.
Yeah, because we were talking about that. I had thought that it was all one season.
And there was the end of 3 where it was like half sex, half the best fights in the whole show.
Yes, and then...
I loved Trevor and Sifa versus the demons in the basement. And they're not even like named characters they're fighting, but that fight sequence was so goddamn good.
I just love Trevor and Cypher just existing.
I like them existing, but I also love them fighting.
Yeah.
Castlevania does fights real fucking good, man.
I saw that you liked my post the other day about when you go camping on Friday the 13th.
I know it was a Castlevania thing. Yeah, that's
the final fight of the series.
And I knew it was a spoiler, and I just kept watching.
He's fighting death.
It was a little hard to... I don't like giant monster fights. That kind of showed me that, to be honest. I was thinking that whole time, I'm just like, this isn't better than them fighting the demons. This isn't better than Isaac versus like 1,000 mind-controlled people.
Oh, that was boss.
That was
when Isaac invades and fights Carmilla.
I haven't seen... Have I seen him fight Carmilla? No. No, I saw him fight the Necromancer dude. Because that was the end of Season 3. Or not Necromancer.
Season 4 must fucking... Because it shows what Isaac's doing. And then it also shows like what Alucard's doing, but it's unrelated, I guess.
Yeah, because end of Season 3, he fought the person that was like mind controlling an entire city and just like literally flinging the bodies and shit at him. Mm-hmm. And he was just so goddamn boss in that. And it was happening parallel to Trevor and Sifa fighting everyone in the basement while the dude opens the infinite corridor. And both of those things were happening parallel to Alucard having sex with his mentees.
Oh, the brother and sister.
Yeah,
and then they try and kill him. And
the vampire daughter chick having sex with the Forge Master.
Oh, yes. I love her.
And then my mom walked in.
Oh.
And I turned to her, I say, I swear it hasn't been like this. This is the first time in 3 seasons it's been like this. I swear.
This straight up show dick.
Yeah. They're completely fucking. And there was no fucking for 3 seasons.
And it just
the one time someone just walks in.
I was so sad for Alucard when that happened, and then he had to impale their naked bodies outside his castle.
That was incredibly sad.
I was like, damn.
That episode, though, funny, embarrassing moments for me aside, was incredible. Because all of those scenes, like the fight scenes were obviously great and climactic and plot relevant, but even like the sex scenes had like plot twists in them. Because there was also when she slipped the ring on the Forge Master guy, I'm pretty sure, is while they were banging.
Yes. Hector.
Yeah, thank you. I don't remember him. He did not leave a great impression that season. Like, there were some good moments in there. Like
he has good moments the next season with Isaac. Because they have another conversation. And I am so trying to remember her name right now. And I just can't. The vampire chick with Hector that slipped the ring on him.
I absolutely don't remember her name. I liked her character, though.
I liked her character design.
I bet you did.
But yeah, Castlevania is fucking dope.
Yes.
So good.
I probably will finish it before Netflix subscription's out.
So I need to check out the newest one, and then I can cancel again because it's
in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk. Yeah, you're right.
Because it's only 10 episodes too. That's why I say we're going to finish it tomorrow. We have 7, 8. Well, actually, we have 4 episodes because we're on 7.
Yeah, I haven't watched 7.
Yeah.
And I've seen at least the first 3 episodes, 100%.
The last episode we watched was really fucking good. And I gotta say, it's Trigger, but they cut back on a lot of the Trigger goofiness. They let characters have their like quiet moments and like, I mean, this goes back to even
the
Gurren
Cyber
lineage.
Psycho stuff is fucking great when you see someone like tripping balls on the fucking cybernetic enhancements.
Yeah, the eye effect.
Yeah, just anything, or either like when it shows when he's moving super fast.
I love that.
The trail
effect,
behind.
The music slaps too.
Yeah,
it's very Fooly Cooley and vibe with the soundtrack wise.
It's just great stuff. So I will have to check that out because
it's just good.
it's just good. Yeah,
some of the best shit Trigger's ever put out, and I'm a Trigger fan. I am a Trigger believer. I'm a Trigger believer that hasn't watched Kill la Kill.
I haven't finished Kill la Kill,
and that's like the penultimate Trigger thing. But then I'm here like I'm a BNA fan. I'm a brand new Animal fan.
Current Naga.
Yeah.
It's my number 3, so.
I think I put BNA as my favorite Trigger property. It was just really good.
It is.
Degenerate furriness aside.
So yeah, I'll watch the 2 of those. Cancel my sub. And then I think that's it though for Netflix. Because I don't know of anything else that Netflix has going on that would bring me back. Unless they do something else.
Beastars. Final season of Beastars.
Season
it
2
will
of
be
Beastars.
Yeah. But at the same time, you could also possibly wait for the final season to come out at that point.
Right. It's only going to be 3 seasons?
Yeah, I believe so. I think they confirmed that the next season's the last season.
You buying the manga for that currently? Or have you
My partner has a shitload of it already. Like a bunch of it. And I need to dig out his manga to find out where he is in that and Vigilantes, because I want to finish his Vigilantes collection too.
You had mentioned that you build in a shelf.
Yes.
To put all of this on out of boxes and then onto a shelf, are you planning to put his up there with yours as well? So it's
absolutely am.
So the whole bookshelf is going to be.
Because I like all the shit he reads too. Because he's got a bunch of JoJo volumes. I think he's got those like big ass JoJo volumes, like the hardcover thick ass JoJo volumes. I think it's all of part 1 and 2. It looked like I haven't really seen those ones in a while. He has a bunch of Fire Force. He's definitely past 10 volumes of Fire Force. I want to say he's past 8 volumes of Vigilantes, but I actually really don't know where he stopped in Vigilantes. And Beastars, he was trying not to get himself ahead of the anime. I think he had all of Season 2's volumes already. I don't think he had anything touching Season 3 in volumes. Mm-hmm. And, fun fact, Paruhi Takaki, the author, I banged up that name.
Congrats, I would not be able to.
Also put out a side series of Beastars stories.
Nice.
In manga format, so looking forward to buying those eventually.
I have...
Daughter of the author of Baki.
I have no space for anything.
I keep looking around here, but again, you shouldn't store them down here.
No. I bought Berserk because I needed Berserk, but I can keep them in the box that they came in. You know what I mean? And just go from there future-wise, but for now, hard copies for me are going to go on it would need to be a really, really enticing series for me to buy, kind of like a Berserk, like a Berserk. Like, I hadn't read Berserk before, but I knew I would like Berserk. Yeah. Like, there was no universe that I didn't enjoy that story. So I was like, I can make this investment and not feel like I wasted anything afterwards. You know what I mean? So, especially the space justifying not doing it. You know what I mean? The lack of space, rather.
I was just thinking again, I need to put up so many of these shelves, though, because, again, I have 50 volumes of manga already. And that's not considering that some of those are bigger volumes. Like the Vagabond one is thick boys.
Right. For me, all the volumes I have were back when I used to get Anime Loot Crate. Because they would put a volume in every...
Including those. I do have, like, some...
just
spare
random
mangas.
Yeah, just random volumes of stuff, like
some of friends
single volumes and stuff.
Gave me too from their loot crates. They're like, I don't need these. One of them's a Persona 3 volume.
Nice.
Yeah.
Glorious.
And there's actually one good name among them, but I forgot. I say good name, like they all could be good. Don't get me wrong, but there's one recognizable name among them. I can't remember now. I was surprised it was there though.
Yeah, like, I mean, you've seen my collection up there. It's not that big. I think I have maybe 20 volumes. Not counting anything Berserk.
Even if I did 20 volumes a shelf, that's like 2.5 shelves for me already, not considering...
Well, it depends on how long these shelves are that you stack, or if they're high enough that you can double stack on top of them.
I'm not stacking a book on top of a book. That'll damage the books.
Like this?
Yeah, no way. That would hurt the spine of the bottom book.
Yeah, you're right. What if you did this?
Maybe for certain one-shots. Because I do have a couple one-shots.
Your...
One of the shorter ones I have is also a volume that fucking thick. I shit you not. I haven't read it yet. All You Need Is Kill. It's the thing, there's an American movie by a completely different name that is an adaptation of it. It's a time loop movie.
Oh, I fucking...
Kind of futuristic. I want to say Tom Cruise.
What is it called?
All You Need Is Kill movie adaptation.
Bring it, Siri. What do you got?
Here's what I found.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh.
That is a movie adaptation of it.
Cool.
They just slapped a different name on it. Which seems to work. Pacific Rim did the same thing, I believe. And it worked for them also.
Hey, if it works, right?
Yeah.
But there's...
But yeah, I can't stack that one on top. But Solanin is only about that big from the author of Pun Pun.
Oh, nice.
Yes, one shot.
You need to finish that too.
I might actually just buy the physicals because I lost my app for it. And I just kind of...
Don't want to browser it.
They have really nice looking physicals, and I'm pretty confident I'm going to like it.
I wonder how many volumes that is. 149 chapters?
About like 7, but it's weird. They seem to start thicker and get thinner. Because I've seen them on a shelf together.
It is weird. Thank Christ, because I've seen people's collections of them selling like a One Piece collection. All of the volumes of One Piece are like the same size.
See, that's not true of Pun Pun.
Oh yeah, is the one to the right the last one?
Yeah.
That's cool though that it makes his face in it. On
Yes,
the
I like all the colors too. It just looks nice. And 7 volumes isn't bad. 6 is so goddamn thick compared to the rest of them.
Yeah, it's a fucked up story, man.
I am somewhat ready.
It's just how do I say this? The word is a descriptive word that I'm like losing here. It's like blank realism, disturbing realism, uncomfortable realism, that kind of stuff. I thought that it was going to be one of those, like, when you're done reading it, you're uber depressed type deals, like super sad. A lot of people make it seem that way. It does, but I didn't feel. That's not the emotion I would say that I had. Like sadness, wasn't it? More like pity.
Oof.
That's a good word to say. And of what the fuck did I just read? It's just good storytelling. It just is bar none. You know what I mean? Just not more than you can say to that than spoiling it, which I'm not trying to do.
I saw one more Netflix thing I am going to watch before it's gone.
Oh.
Arcane. Now that I play League of Legends. Yeah. I've used Jinx, so now I can... It's the first character I used in Wild Rift.
Gross. Well, not gross, but like the Jinx thing, just the League's part.
It's carry switches between autos and area of effect grenades.
I'll never play that game.
Sure. I wouldn't even consider it because you'd have to come down here.
Well, to play too. First off, a MOBA that's quick to move.
It's a lot of adjusting. Though there's one great part is when you like go back to base or respawn, you just click the part on the map you want them to walk to. It's just like,
yeah.
Oh shit! There's a team fight happening in mid. Let me just adjust that. I'm not even past first tower yet though. Or first tower in my perspective. But I will say it is a pain in the ass to micro adjust my movement via click and aim my abilities and click like to attack.
It's definitely a very high skill intensive game.
Oh, it is.
Say that, but it's just
and I will say
that I want to play.
Having played MOBAs too, it did help me feel like I'm not totally getting shit on, but I was getting pretty shit on. I was getting shit on pretty bad. And the funnest part about losing in a MOBA is dragging everyone else down with you.
Well, I would say for you should focus more on the games you have instead of continually buying more.
My mobile games. Well, League of Legends is free.
Not okay. Adding more to the roster. Because I know there's games that you... Well, first off, actually, here's another one. You said that you were just going to go forward and play Baldur's Gate by yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you done any of that yet? No.
I haven't had much time on the console either, though. My partner took like 3 vacation days, so...
Nice.
Yeah, so I've just mostly been hanging out with him. So it's not like these have cut into anything.
No.
I finally had the laptop free to try League of Legends, because the laptop's not mine. I don't get to play on it like that much.
Don't you have League as a mobile game as well, though?
Yes, it's a different version, technically. It's like still a little more casualified.
Is it more like Mobile Legends?
It's literally Mobile Legends. With different bushes, different heroes.
Is it the League heroes, I assume?
Yeah. A couple
Same
different...
Kits?
Yeah. I I might have noticed one kit that might have been different when I played League, because I was like, I felt like you didn't have an ability like that last time I fought you, but I don't know for certain. But the characters I used were literally the same in regular League. They're just like maybe 15 to 20 characters behind out of like the over 100 League probably has.
Because you re-downloaded your Mobile Legends, and I'm just like...
I forgot how much shit I have in that game, and not even all of it because of money.
You went hard in because you were in Masters for like 2 seasons straight.
The highest rank for more than 2 seasons straight. I have like 7 skins from ranked. I was looking through, it was like season 6, season 10, season 12, season 13, season 14. I just scrolled through, I was like, and then there was the ones that were money though that I saw scrolling through, and that was more like a...
Yeah, I know you spent money on that game back in the day.
I have 88 heroes and like 44 skins it was.
I'd never put any money into it, so I just grossly fell behind and everything because I would just like inch my way towards new heroes. And there were plenty of heroes in it that I thought I would want to get, but
I just
play the one dude, so...
Actually, you did play a couple heroes, because do you remember Lunox? It was the light and dark magic girl that you played. Someone jungled with her on my team today, and they were a boss. I
forgot about her.
Dope.
I liked her because she reminds me of Hell from Smite.
It's the kind of thing that I would even tell you to download again unless we had time to play it together. You know what I mean?
I don't remember his name, but the Spear Dude, I just fucking run
Spear Dude does rock, and I've tried the League of Legends version of Spear Dude, and it wasn't as good.
I just
the rundown.
Yeah, I just run through people, and because that's what stopped me from playing it was because I would play a match. I'd play like 2 matches anytime I'd play, and I would go like 23-0 the whole time, and both times I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm done for now because you don't have no pushback at all, and then. I also didn't like it's a slow climb. You'd think you'd climb really fast like that, but when you're only playing like 1 or 2 matches, you don't really go anywhere. It's like, and it was at the time when the only real times I played that was like not very often. You know,
poker.
Poker.
We'd play together.
Yeah, that'd be it. So, but
that's how I was like, I'd only recommend it if we had time to play together.
I have 4 mobile games on my phone, and I play 2 of them.
Oh, God. Here we go.
I play Fate Grand Order and Bleach Brave Souls. That's it.
I have 11 mobile games on my phone.
How many do you play?
6 of them.
Is that Pokemon Go?
Yes. That is not one of the 6.
I
re-downloaded it, but haven't actually opened it yet. If they don't have my data still, too, I'm not going to play it. Like, straight up. If they don't still got my Pokemon, I'm out.
No. You should play more Bleach, though.
That's one of the ones I put in the don't play bucket.
I know. Because I know you don't. It's so good because comparatively to ones I play, I can't mention because you play more than me, but in my experience, there's so much to do in that. And I also know why now.
Yeah.
After the past week, I've been really going hard on the more difficult, like the actual content of the game. Yeah. Not because you said you don't even see bosses.
I literally don't.
I do at this point because I'm at.
And even like the chafe I see, I click one button as Yuha, and there's a black square in front of me that instant kills them.
He's so good now that I have him too. But now I see why they're so generous at giving you characters, because I didn't notice until I needed to notice, but each one of them has a type. There's power types, unique types, wow. And this type, there's 5 types: speed, mind, and all that stuff. And there's certain high-end content that you can only use specific types, or things that have resistances to certain types, or thing like Stark is ranged and melee. So there's a quest I went on that I had my range, I was Stark, and I was going through shooting them, and every time I shoot someone, a shield would pop up around them, and it'd do no damage. So I had to die and get out, and then I realized at the end, because I never read anything, because I didn't even need to. I just converted everything. It says resistance to ranged attacks, because they have this tower climb thing, and I noticed in some of my quest rule, clear this quest, get
Yeah.
Saint Quartz or gems or whatever it is. There's a tower climb
Soul
that costs
crystals.
they don't cost tickets / AP thing to do it, so they're free battles.
Nice.
And it's a tower that you climb to level 100. But as you go certain levels up, as you go up, the quest difficulty starts going up. But as you go through, it'll seal the last character you used. So if you're using one character to go through, eventually you hit a wall where it seals that character. Then you have to beat the next one with someone else, and then you unseal and it seals. As you go up, once you get past like floor 25, every level seals.
Yes.
So you have to start switching. And so you have to have multiple people up
Perfectly
there.
because that's also what starts also at the difficulty areas.
Yeah, and they have like epic raids and stuff that you can go. I haven't touched any of that because I know I'm nowhere close to being powerful enough. But I'm like, this is like an actual game, unlike other mobile games that I've played that's like designed. Like, I feel like Fate is designed to have you log in, do your dailies, and when a banner comes out, spend all your Saint Quartz and buy more Saint
And all your
Quartz.
money. Yeah.
And that's what you do. So eventually, when I do beat the story aspect of FateGO, I'm gonna run in. I think maybe there's more content that I don't know about because I haven't beaten story yet. You know what I mean? Because I've seen other people talk on. Because I've joined a Facebook group about it. Talk about like super hard bosses that are in the game. So maybe there's like a boss gauntlet or something somewhere, something to farm. Because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not there.
Maybe late story.
Maybe a story already is a task to get through just the normal battles of the Camelot one, which is the one after North America.
Oh, you're talking Fate. I thought you meant Bleach.
No, yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Fate right now.
I was thinking that. I mean, I have a B team that I've been using because I've set up like 4 or 5 parties now in Fate, and my B team is starting to get to the point where it's like, ooh,
because you know how
tough.
like, when you're fighting through, you're like, oh, my character's level 90 and I'm fighting like level 35s and they're still doing mad damage
on a recommended level 60.
So
why did none of these numbers line up?
I'm fighting enemies that are level 70 now.
Oh,
so just take that into consideration. So it's like, if you don't have like the support is no longer
a carry.
A hard carry for me, because I've had supports die in like battle 1
I've
of
had
3.
supports die.
It's been a long time since for me for that happens.
I don't remember if it's story or what I was doing, but
like just regular battles of support. Like the last one I did, I've beat the battle. The turn that I killed him was my last possible turn. If they got another turn, it was my last character was alive.
I had one of those
less
in the event.
Less than 1,000 health and nothing.
It came down to my last character, my Jaguar Warrior, because like I lose 2 people and then they Noble Phantasm my whole party away, and that's 1 person left.
I got the interludes now for Shuten Doji.
Nice.
And I'm on the last level of the last one, I think. It's recommended level 80. So I have to fight Shuten Doji and an Orochi.
Those are fucking interludes, and rank up quests are hard.
I can't beat it. I've tried 3 times now and I've failed each time. Because I don't have a character on my roster that is effective against assassins. I don't have a caster. So I have to bring a caster support with me. So no one I bring other than that caster deals effective damage. It's just the white normal damage. And she has like 400,000 HP. And she does the same damage as my Shuten Doji does. And I can't use my Shuten Doji.
Yeah.
It's locked.
And
I have to use someone
Noble
else.
Phantasm's going to clear the shit out of you.
And she has 3 charges.
Yeah.
To get it. So she just destroying me.
I have one way that would buy you 1 extra turn. It's one of the combat suits has the 1 turn stun. So when they get to 3 charges, you stun them and it'll put it off 1 turn.
So I don't know how it would. Well, I could probably do it because I just leave it at it. I could use the 3rd command seal.
It's true. That's what I do to get through hard ones. I've used it twice.
I've never used it. I've used command
seals. It brings
seals.
them all back with full Noble Phantasm.
So I could probably your whole party.
Your whole party has 100% Noble Phantasm and health.
Is it just the ones that died recently? Cause
No, your entire party's alive again with full noble phantasm.
That's great. So I could probably do it if I do that, because it's a week cooldown for the level 3.
I think it is. It's you get like one seal back at a time.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
Because I've used the one seal ones where it's like restore one.
I've only used HP. One seal one once because I like having the 3 open in case I need to get my whole party back.
Because one's a full heal for a single target, or another one is a full noble phantasm.
Yeah,
and then
I used the full noble phantasm once because I'm like, God, I don't want to do this quest. Boom, Napoleon. 8 attack buffs. Do your noble phantasm with a buster boost.
But that's just FateGO for me. But I'm really liking Bleach. I was playing Bleach just the other day. Like, I actually actively played that one. So
I played the MOBAs. And I played the auto chess mode in Mobile Legends because I like it a lot. It's pretty much, it's like a chessboard. You set up your units there, and each round you fight another person.
Oh, that's
and you
cool.
slowly knock people out. And there's like other metagame stuff, but that's the brass tacks of it, at least. I just really like it, and I'm also very high ranked in that because I play a fuckload. That's what I've been playing at work.
Because now that I beat Baldur's Gate, and I'm just kind of, I put, like I said, a shelf to that for now. I'm not doing another playthrough right now. I'll wait for that down the road. My wife's not. She's got like 4 campaigns going at the same time. That's just all she does is play that game.
When I have more console time, it's probably going to be to Cyberpunk.
I just don't have anything right now. And I don't even know if, at this point, if I'm going to get Spider-Man or not immediately.
Yeah, it's no
I mean,
rush
I
on
might. It's not even out yet, right? No, it's end of this month.
I think so.
But because that's really the only one. The Fate game, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, I'm not paying $60 for that game, or $70 or whatever it is.
I was joking around when I was asking. I was pretty sure you weren't going to get it.
Well, at first I was thinking about it because I'm like, I like Fate games, but then I'm like looking more at it, and I'm like, I don't know any of these servants, so it's like I don't have that
connection,
the familiarity to pull me in.
It's not a woman.
Well, Musashi Miyamoto's in it, so
yeah, but I mean the main character in all of the pictures.
And the other games I'm waiting for are remake and all that, which are next year, early next year. So I'm just chilling right now, chilling, doing my own thing.
I'm gonna be playing Diablo 4 in 2 days, so
this update is on a Wednesday.
Oh wait a minute, no, tomorrow, 17th.
Today is the 16th.
I think it's the 17th, actually. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense to tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll check it out. Because, I mean, the new patch in 14, I still haven't fully farmed out the new trial, so.
I gotta convert time zones, 1 sec.
Time zone conversions.
EST. 1 p.m.
Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Not bad.
You might as well. You still have it downloaded. It sounds like you have the time now.
Yeah, maybe I'll check it out tomorrow.
And there's one thing I didn't mention to you. It doesn't even matter if it's on the podcast or not, but they did hard buff experience too. Like based on monster level, it's scales higher. Like, so the higher the monster level, the more they buffed the experience you get from it.
Good. So
they threw out numbers, but I really don't have. I don't even remember the breakpoints or caps to level up, anyways. But it was like 500 up to 800 for like level 55s.
Well, good, because doing 3 nightmare dungeons for 1 Paragon point was
awful,
terrible, big disheartening.
And try Helltide and Whispers. My only other thing is because they also super buffed those.
Well, you know how I feel about Helltide.
I know.
But I do like the Tree of Whispers. And I also hate that for whatever reason, they never overlap for me.
Yeah, that's a sad because they do sometimes overlap for me. I wish they did for you because it is a good feeling.
Or having the ones objectives. That I do is I look over there and it's like, oh, it's a dungeon that serves nothing.
Not technically even in Helltide.
Nope.
I also say try those because those are the ones that lead to the bosses that lead to Duriel.
Well, before I even focus on those new bosses, I'm going to try and more focus on what I was doing, expanding my Paragon point and leveling up. I'm gonna have to hard sit down and try and remember what my path plan out was gonna be.
I might be like resetting some of mine too because of some of the glyph changes and new glyphs. I might just straight up. And they're adding a reset by board, like for refunding points on your Paragon boards. You can now just refund it by board. Right. Thank fucking God.
We'll see. I'll try it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'll be on. I mean,
the only thing I have to be like hype about is the new bosses with uniques to drop. I more care about them being bosses, but I mean, it's cool that they're dropping uniques too. I'm not the kind of guy that looks up the weapons I need for builds anyways, but maybe I'll see a bunch of weapons I haven't seen in the game up till now.
Right.
Including the Ubers, but we'll see. They had to pick Duriel, though. They couldn't pick Andariel. They had to pick...
The one that I hated. I hated that fight. It was so hard for me.
It's my least favorite fight to do in all of Diablo for both of them. For Diablo 2 and 4. Because he's just such a big dick pain in the ass. No, like, strange mechanics. He just autos like a freight train.
Brutal. Yep, so cancel my watch Castlevania. Cyberpunk. Cancel Netflix. Hulu. I was about to cancel Hulu
first, so it's fresher in my mind when you go to talk about it when you watch it.
Yeah, maybe.
Plus, you're already 3 episodes down on a 10-episode series.
True.
Unless you want to rewatch.
Well, Castlevania is only going to be like 5 or 6 episodes. But
it's also true. Are they 45 minutes though?
I think they're longer. I don't know.
It's Netflix. It could be random links.
Yeah. I was going to cancel Hulu because now that I did the same thing last time, I canceled Hulu in between Bleach course because that's the only thing I watched. But Undead Unluck is on Hulu, so
I share my Hulu with somebody, so I can't cancel my Hulu on them. I do want to cancel my Disney though. I have like the Disney part of the bundle with Hulu. I mean, it's only like $6 extra, but I'm like, I want to.
Disney is. I have someone else's Disney Plus.
Yeah, you got to keep Disney, sadly.
Well, yeah, I don't watch it. My son watches it.
Exactly, but
for Star Wars, he is like
nice,
big into the Mandalorian right now, and just Star Wars in general.
Did you watch the new season of the Mandalorian?
No, but I'll see it when my son sees it.
It's true. Are you gonna show him Boba Fett so that you'll be caught up on the lore?
He's already at parts that I haven't seen because I saw the stupid ass fucking Mandalorians fighting the stupid ass alligator, and you all have jetpacks.
Baptize your babies in the alligator.
I'm like, you all are fucking morons. Not only are all of you wearing jetpacks, all of you, except the kid that was getting baptized. Okay, so fly in there, pick the dude up, and fly away. It's a giant turtle alligator thing.
Do you want me to catch you up on why Grogu's back then? So you just don't have to watch Boba Fett?
Baby Yoda needs to be part of it.
Yeah, pretty much. He's training with Luke, missed him, and they're like, you know what you should choose? And he chooses Mando and flies back to Mando.
Isn't Ahsoka in there somewhere too?
Yeah.
Because I have to have Ahsoka and Luke meet in the story.
Yeah, she's like chilling out with them while they're training.
Did you see anything from Ahsoka?
I have not. I've seen like a screenshot of her face to face with Vader.
Anakin.
Yeah.
Is such a boss. So good because it ties in a bunch of stuff from the Clone Wars.
I'm probably going to watch it before I cancel my Disney.
For someone like me and you who watched all of
Clone Wars.
Rebels too, because Rebels is more so in it. Well, we watched it together with your dad, but we didn't watch the later half.
No, I didn't.
Didn't you watch the first 2 seasons with us?
I don't think I watched the first 2 seasons. I think I watched a little bit of it. I don't think I watched much of Rebels. Because I wasn't digging it.
Actually, now that you make that does remind me, because when I used to go to your house, your dad would save his DVR of it for me to watch it at your house with him again. So that makes sense.
I think I started it with him, and I dropped it. Personally.
I didn't see the last season or 2 of it, but I know that kid, Ezra's in Ahsoka.
Nice.
And so is Sabine.
Isn't Starkiller mentioned too, or at least alluded to?
I don't know.
I think someone said he mentions he had another apprentice, and that would be Starkiller.
It'd be dope because the actor that plays it, is still heavily into it because he voices Darth Maul in the Clone Wars.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah, and he's huge into Star Wars too.
It's great to have people about your franchise working in it too. Just write him back in. Write Starkiller in.
If they're gonna put Starkiller in and they don't hire him for the role, it's mass riots.
I'm still waiting, saving all of my hype into a little ball deep inside a vault inside my gut for the day that they make an Old Republic adaptation. That's the only thing that's gonna unlock that vault for me of hype.
Well, they're remaking that game.
I mean, I'd play that. I mean, they've said they've been remaking it for a long time now.
True.
I'd want it in a show format. I want Darth Revan using the Force to control a fleet of Star Destroyers to assault. With the Force.
Legends continuity is fucking wild.
And fucking Darth Nihilus absorbing the Force energy of a planet. Like...
My thing is, so, like, my father-in-law is a big Star Wars fan, but he's more of the, like, he'll just, anything that's Star Wars, he consumes it. You know what I mean? So he's just, whatever it is, he's watching it. So, good or bad is good to him. And I'm sitting here, but, like, there's a lot of bad with the Disney Star Wars.
Yeah. I haven't watched Andor yet, though.
I don't see why they even make that fucking movie, because the dude got everything he needed in Rogue One. Rogue One's an amazing movie. That's like the best movie that Disney made. It just is. But they're making a new Rey movie too, and I was hoping that they'd be trying to distance themselves from the 3 new movies. But it seems that the shows and like the Mandalorian thing are tying back into the movies, because the Mandalorian takes place between the Return of the Jedi and the Force Awakens.
Yeah.
All of his stuff. So like they're trying to turn.
Gross.
So their timeline of the shows is trying to tie back into the Force Awakens now. So they're doubling down on it. And I was like, damn.
Gross.
Very
so I'm like, just get away from this. Get away from the Skywalker saga now. Please.
Just that whole time frame. Why does everything need to be
We're
in that
packing
time
everything
frame?
so dense.
Make a new story.
Yes, the Old Republic.
Yes.
Go backwards, not forwards.
Give me a Darth Vader fucking show and then be done with everything of this timeline.
Show me a time where like the Sith were like really on top, not just like the Empire, because it's like kind of still just the Emperor.
That would be
I mean like the Sith as like a group before, maybe even before the Rule of Two. Then
that's during the Sith Empire, which would be the Knights of the Old Republic.
Give me an Old Republic adaptation.
Because the Emperor then was... I forget his name.
I think it was Malik Bane?
No. Because Darth Malik
Bane
and Darth Bane. Bane is the one
there was a guy that just had a name.
Emperor. But he also has
like a name.
No.
Like...
Because Darth Bane is the one who makes the Rule of Two.
Yes. Nihilus wasn't part of that. Nihilus was part of a triad, though.
Yeah, so he was before Bane, I think. But Darth Malik was Revan's time.
Sith Lords.
Because I'm pretty sure Revan kills Malik.
Damn. Because Revan's fucking badass, though.
Yeah, because it's Darth Revan.
AKA the player character. I'm pretty sure he's the player character.
I don't know if he is or not.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Because he also gets turned by the Jedi, but you think you get the choice to go back to the Sith or stay Jedi.
Well, your player character might in the game. Oh. Edge considers the revelation that the player character is Darth Revan to be one of the most jaw-dropping moments in video games. So I guess he is.
Boo-ha-ha-ha. Yeah, because what happens, I think you wake up after the Jedi already brainwashed you after a battle.
Well, because, like, Revan's story is he was a Jedi, got corrupted to the Sith, got turned back into a Jedi again, but then got his memory of Darth Revan back, because, like, how they turned him back to Jedi is, like, mind-wiping shit.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, like, gray Jedi type shit. So he's, like, neither. He's in between.
Exar Kun. That was the name I was trying to think of. I don't think he's one of those three, though.
No.
But I just love that name.
I forget his name. What is his name? I'm going to go up. Sith Emperor. Vitiate. That's his name. Darth Vitiate.
Vitiate.
Sith Tribunal, you said it was?
Like a triad, I think.
Triad. Sith Triad. Oh, yeah, here it is. The Triumvirate. Oh, my God.
Triumvirate.
Yes, Triumvirate. Thank you, Jesus
No
Christ.
problem.
Darth Tria, Darth Nihilus, and Darth Scion.
Nihilus is so badass.
Yes. Infinitely more than the other two, even in looking, like, visuals. Like, look at the three of them right there.
One of you's a main bad guy.
Darth Scion just looks like a fucking dude made of...
He looked like he lost already.
Yeah. Dude looks like he got frozen in a statue 1,000 years ago that somehow learned how to move. The Lord of Pain. Yes, of pain he has learned much. Of knowledge, of teaching, he knows nothing. That's the quote under it.
See, this is the kind of shit I want to see in like a movie or an anime format. Probably.
Anything. Like,
I mean, Star Wars Vision slapped.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
Nope.
You didn't watch anime Star Wars?
I did not.
Anime Star Wars Love, Death, and Robots?
It looked dope.
What?
I know. I didn't get around to it.
About half of them are amazing. The other half are good. But the amazing ones are really amazing. The one with the bunny girl is really good. Not even just because of my obvious bias towards bunny girls.
I didn't know you had a bias towards that.
Well, towards any anthropomorph. But the bunny girl one's just a really good story. The trigger one's a really badass fight.
I was just like the samurai.
The samurai one was really good.
Which was the one that had the fucking Sith umbrella?
I think it was the black and white one.
I was like, that was dope.
That was really fucking cool. There was one that had like a great twist. We think everyone's like a good guy, and they all just turn on their lightsabers, and they're all red. And the guy's like, and I'm like,
surprised Pikachu face.
because they're all just talking all episode long, and then suddenly it's like, yes, brothers, red. I'm like, oh.
I see.
It was really good. The trigger one's the one where they're literally riding Star Destroyers, having a lightsaber battle. And the guy goes super lightsaber mode and cuts through a Star Destroyer while flying on top of the Star Destroyer. It's just trigger greatness.
Trigger, yeah. Of course, they would get the one that's in space.
Yep. They don't give a fucking shit about your physics.
Nope.
These are the people that made throwing galaxies as Frisbee discs.
Oh my god, yeah, for real. Versus the anti-spiral.
So you have Disney, and you
I do.
have a son who likes Star Wars.
Well, so I don't have Disney Plus downloaded on my PlayStation. It's just on his smart TV. So I'd have to use his TV
To watch it together.
So
or use his TV to watch it. I mean, Star Wars is already pretty violent. I don't think the anime gets any, worse with it.
Yeah, probably not. I refuse to let
It
him
shouldn't.
watch.
Lightsabers cauterize wounds.
Yeah. Well, first off, bring back the deadliness of fucking sabers, Disney. You know how many people get stabbed in the torso and live with lightsabers now? Yeah. Remember what happened last time someone got stabbed in the torso? Qui-Gon Jinn, and he fucking died.
Yeah.
Instantly. People forget what lightsabers do. Do you remember what Qui-Gon Jinn did with the lightsaber when he put it through? It just melts things. What do you think happens when you get stabbed with that thing? Fucking... Yeah. It's just so many people, dude. It's so many people. One of them was Darth Vader did it. You're not getting up if you get stabbed by Darth Vader.
No.
But they did.
And Darth Vader, why wouldn't he just swing it sideways after?
It isn't even his. That's dude. Watch Kenobi. I'm telling you. I know you haven't watched it.
I'm so skeptical.
And but I'm the one so telling you though.
Skeptical.
But it's me telling you.
I'm a Ewan McGregor fan, like beyond Star Wars.
It's so good. The first episode, all right. The second episode is the weakest point. The first episode is really good because it shows it's an insight of what Kenobi, the first episode is what you think the whole series is like. What you think?
I think the whole series is gonna be
because it's
Tatooine babysitting land.
Well, because you only see Luke in the distance as just some child
far away. Tatooine babysitting land,
but it's more an insight of like the broken man that Obi-Wan Kenobi is after the events of Order 66 and his fight with Anakin.
Yeah,
and then he gets a call from Senator Organa to help with something with Leia. So then he goes out and does that, and he runs into Vader, and you see what Vader's doing. Vader fights this Inquisitor bitch. That was a previous Padawan that, again, Anakin Skywalker stabbed this bitch in the stomach in the Jedi Temple. She lived through that. Grew up from a Padawan learner, survivor of Order 66, joined the Empire to become an Inquisitor, to rise the ranks, to get close to Vader, to then kill Vader. That was her whole plan. Kind of a spoiler for the thing, but it doesn't matter. She gets there, goes to fight this dude, takes out her lightsaber, and goes to fight him. He never draws his own lightsaber. He defends solely by blocking her shit with the Force, and then takes her lightsaber and stabs her with his lightsaber after he walked in the room and pulled a fucking spaceship out of the sky that was trying to get away out of anger because he thought Obi-Wan was on it, and then ripped it in half to walk in there to see no one was on it. He's like, ugh. I was like, that's what I want to see.
I think of the Starkiller boss fight where he's literally throwing around the platforms from Coruscant at Starkiller.
Yeah.
That fight was scary, too. I watched you do it. I didn't play it.
Force Unleashed 1 and 2 are phenomenal games. Those games are so good.
I was watching you do that fight. I think you were raging, because I think you hadn't beat it yet at that point, too. Like, I think it was your first, goes at it.
Probably. But Vader's so good. And then there's like a 7-minute fight at the end of the thing. It's glorious. It's Kenobi's
jaded.
Good. It's good stuff. Just watch it, dude. You won't get past episode 2. Like I said, you'll enjoy episode 1.
To be fair, I got past a lot of bullshit in Boba Fett. I got through a lot of schlock in Boba Fett to get to the good part, so I could give Obi-Wan a few episodes.
It's telling you, dude, because it
Boba
ties. I love anything that references heavily into the prequel and Clone Wars specifically era, like the animated series. Because I love the Clone Wars.
Touching into that, I think I'm just cynical with Disney at this point. I'm just like, you're doing this to play with my heartstrings.
Well, I mean, they also throw out a lot of just bullshit stuff for Star Wars.
Adding to that density of just adding more and more to the same thing.
Yeah. Yes.
I give it a try.
Obi-Wan. I think you should. I would say watch scenes from Ahsoka. Like, look up the popular ones, because I don't even plan to really watch all of Ahsoka.
I know, because I love the actress.
I do too. She's fucking great. And I like Ahsoka, but what I've seen scenes that look good, but the overarching, I don't know, because it's like a closer of her story arc. You know what I mean? So maybe I should just watch it.
You're just saying you love Clone Wars tie-ins.
Well, yeah,
it's the Clone Wars tie-in.
Well, it seems to be more the Rebels tie-in, because it's the whole thing is like looking for Ezra, and Sabine is there, and what's the green-haired girl's name? Her, you know who it was, the pilot of the ship, the same rate, not the one with the ears. She was the pilot of Rebels, but whatever. If you've seen her, you'd know who she is.
I know who she is. I don't know her name.
And of course, the cool character, the big blue guy. I didn't see anything of him because that would be so hard to put into live action.
It's Star Wars. They should do it.
Yeah. So maybe I will just watch it.
Probably should.
But I haven't seen anything since like The Mandalorian season 2.
I was just thinking, Mandalorian had another huge tie-in with Clone Wars too. But I think that started in season 2 and just continues season 3. The Mandalorian chick that has like the crown or whatever and wanted the Darksaber in season 2.
Yes, Bo-Katan.
There's more Bo-Katan in season 3.
Yes, I've seen it because I've seen him go to the planet of Mandalore, which I was grossly unimpressed with.
You were?
With the planet itself.
Why?
Because when I saw the planet, I was like, oh, he's going to Mandalore. And I was telling my wife, I was like, oh, check this planet out.
The ruins of Mandalore.
Yes. It's like, check this planet out. And then it shows the planet, and it's just regular-ass planet. Like, that's bullshit. You've seen what Mandalore looked like in...
Well, it's the ruins of Mandalore.
Well, it's the same planet, though. I don't care what the surface looks like. I'm talking about what the planet looks like from space. All right, let me...
It has an eternal storm around it from how much it was bombarded with energy.
Wait until I show you this picture.
Did you see them get to the Undercity?
Yeah, I saw...
Okay,
well, I saw him
that's it.
fall into there, and then I saw Grogu go back to Bo-Katan to get her.
That's
So
it.
see, yeah, so it's just... the problem I have is that the planet is intact. Because where is it? Because the planet in like the old EU. Let me type in EU.
Yeah, but I mean, Disney destroyed that.
So I saw
Disney took a big old dump on the old EU.
because the planet's literally like ripped in half. Figures I'm not gonna find any.
See, it doesn't even exist anymore. They scrubbed it that hard.
They really did. You can't see shit. It's just only Mandalorian images. But yeah, so the planet was like it just looked way cooler because this is just from space. I mean, it's just a planet with clouds on it. It's cooler when you get to the surface and then the underworld
and the
stuff.
lightning storm and shit. But like,
but like from the outside,
it looked like the Undercity was dope.
It looked like a moon hit the planet and like went through it. So like it was half a planet and like the chunk, like the spheroid is like half fell off it. I was like, now that looks like a planet that was ravaged. And
to be fair, the Empire would have had the technology to do that then.
Well, it wasn't the Empire that did it. It was the
The
Jedi
Empire
Wars.
destroyed the raided Mandalore in this continuity. Do you not remember that from The Mandalorian when the droids go through and murder all the Mandalorians?
No.
It was in season 1. It literally had an elite drone in his memories shooting through people and
Oh, I do remember that now.
yeah, the Empire
OU
purged.
is way better because it's a fucking war against the Jedi. Legends is just...
They Empire purged the Mandalorians in this continuity.
Oh my god. That's not how you spell it right there. It's just, I don't know. That's a shit story then, because, I mean, you've seen just the Mando and how good he is.
Well, it's part of the good story of Mandalorian.
I guess the problem with it is making, like, when you have a character like Mando and, like, the few others you see, and you see how badass they are, and then you're like, so you're telling me the incompetence of the stormtroopers took out a planet of these guys? But then at the same time, was it the Empire, or was it because...
No, it was the Empire, because he hates the Empire, not the new order or whatever. He hated the remnants of the Empire. Like Imperials. It was stormtroopers that were all dirtied up that were looking for
because
Grogu.
the clones are based off, like, their armor design is based off the Mandalorians.
Yeah.
and Jango got his armor from a Mandalorian. Jango Fett. So you're saying during the Clone Wars? Well, yeah, because that's right. Even during the Clone Wars, is that the Mandalorian thing where when Obi-Wan goes there? Don't they go there? And
He goes to somewhere where they were cloning a Mandalorian.
No. In the Clone Wars animated series.
Show, yeah, he's gone. He went to Mandalore, yes.
Okay, so maybe they retconned it before
and
Disney.
In fact, that comes up a lot in season 3. The difference between Bo-Katan and him. Like Bo-Katan lived in the city where Obi-Wan went and met with the princess. The Mandalorians faction was the people that made the Darksaber, the tribal, the rebels that were there on the planet.
Yeah, what's his name? Yeah, because the dude that had the Darksaber, I forget his name, is a badass. He fought against.
So
Darth
sometime after that, the Empire.
Okay, so I guess
it
wasn't.
Makes sense because that's the Clone Wars. So it was after Order 66.
So it wasn't Disney then that retconned it. It was unless
in general.
Unless it was that planet they're on is like a new Mandalore. It's not the original one,
or maybe an older version.
Or I'm just thinking I'm like conflating things because I could have sworn that the Mandalorians got into a war with the a Jedi war with them, like Old Republic era.
Yeah, like way
back in,
ago.
And that war ripped the planet apart.
I say maybe even longer ago than the Old Republic. Because in the Old Republic, you eventually get to the point where the Sith are in charge. I would bet it was a Jedi-controlled time when that happened.
Yeah. Fucking Star Wars lore. Watch Kenobi.
Finish The Mandalorian. I'm not going to tell you to watch Boba Fett.
I'll watch it with my son. Like I said. But the thing is, what...
You know what? Do that so that you can come here and tell me what you think about Boba Fett. I'll be so excited to hear.
I don't know. There's certain Star Wars I don't put on for. Like, The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker do not exist in this household.
But at least Boba Fett will tie into Mandalorian. Like, for his sake, he should have watched it first. Before season 3.
He doesn't know what the is going on.
But Grogu's back now.
That's all he cares about. Is that
exactly? He could have seen Grogu come back.
Yeah, but but for me, Grogu left one time and I look back and it was episode 1 and Grogu was there. So
exactly.
It's like, okay,
you
so
missed 2 whole episodes of practically The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Really, 1 whole episode of Mandalorian squeezed in towards the second half of Boba Fett. Because again, from the beginning to the end of, I want to say episode 7, it is what The Mandalorian has been doing. At the very end, Fennec, who's working with Boba Fett, is sitting on top of a box and being like, Boba Fett needs you. Star Wars!
So Boba Fett's not even in an episode in the show called Boba Fett.
Literally what The Mandalorian's been doing. And then episode 8 is the conclusion of Boba Fett, where the Mandalorian helps and Grogu comes back and helps. And the Go-Go Millennial Rangers he assembled do stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was pretty bad. I mean, the problem with the Boba Fett is they had 2 parallel plot lines going on of Boba Fett getting out of the sandworm and making it up to the point where he met Jaren, the Mandalorian, and what he's doing now.
So the flashback from Return of the Jedi.
Ironically, or weirdly enough, the flashback plotline is so much better than what he's doing in current time plotline. Like, by leagues. If they made a show of just what he did from Sandworm to meeting the Mandalorian and just stretched it out even more, it would have been a good show.
So I'm going to skip that.
No, watch it with your son. It's fucking hilariously bad sometimes.
But again, if Baby Yoda's not there, he's not going to give a fuck and would want the Mandalorian on the screen.
Maybe skip to episode 7.
Yeah. So maybe I'll just watch episode 7.
The last 2 episodes of Boba Fett. Whatever numbers those are.
Because he likes The Force Awakens because there's a 2-minute segment when you first meet Han Solo that there's alien octopuses that go through the ship and just eat everybody.
He just loves cool shit.
And he loves that scene so much that he will... Oh my god, dude. There's a Lego Star Wars of it. It's like a 2-hour thing, and it recaps the whole saga from the prequels to the original to this.
And the alien octopuses.
The alien octopus scene is there, but instead of it being a 2-minute scene that he keeps wanting us to replay, it's like a 30-second scene. So he was watching it last night, and he was being mad cute about it. He was on the couch, and he was like, "Mommy, I want to watch the alien octopus again." So she'll rewind it, and then he'll be like, "Mommy, I want to watch the alien octopus again." He's like sitting on the couch whispering it, and you can barely hear him over there, like, because she's doing stuff on her computer, and then every 30 seconds she has to turn around to fucking rewind it. And then he likes... The only movie he likes start to finish is The Empire Strikes Back. That's his favorite one. I've seen... That movie's been on in my house on, like, repeat for, like, the last month. Because he likes the AT-ATs.
Good taste. Hoth is the best part of that movie. I stand by that.
I mean, I like the whole
movie's good. Don't get me wrong.
But yeah, Hoth is
liked
really good.
Hoth a lot, though.
Yes, and the fight at the Vader and Luke fight at the end, really good. And he's seen...
That's Cloud City also, right?
Yes, that's Cloud City.
Yeah.
He's seen... So he's seen all the original 6. He's seen the 3 prequels. But, like, trying to get him in, like, special... Like, Phantom Menace.
That must be a fucking nightmare.
Well,
Counselor!
Well, because he'll just be playing with his toys. Like, he needs something, like, on.
Yeah.
And if he's not paying attention with it.
I can only imagine he's not looking up for any of those political conversations.
No, so he's only seen that once. He didn't... And again, like, the payoffs of their prequels isn't... Definitely not for... the younger children. There's nothing in there to grab him. Empire Strikes Back's got the AT-ATs.
Ewoks in.
He doesn't really care for that one much. He likes the troll.
Good taste.
He likes the Rancor.
Yes, I also liked the Rancor.
But that's also like a minute and a half scene that he likes rewound. And then, like I said, he really likes the alien octopus stuff.
Does he like Jabba?
I mean, he knows his name, and he'll say, "Mommy, look, it's Jabba," or "Daddy, look, it's Jabba." Like, oh, cool.
He just seems like cool creatures. I mean, Jabba's not exactly a cool creature, but...
Yeah. But he likes everything. Like, he'll sit there and watch 4 straight episodes of The Mandalorian because Baby Yoda's around. It doesn't matter what they're doing as long as Yoda's sometimes around. Grogu's sometimes
he's down
around.
for it.
He's down for it. So I'm like,
nice.
Okay.
You get a whole hour.
I'm like, yes, and kid, if you like it. But again, we like, this is like, it's the problem that arises with it is because he wants to do that, like watch it at times when it's not TV time, and that's when it gets rough because it's like we try and like if he comes home from daycare. It's like, no, it's not TV time. You can play with your toys, and you can just relax and unwind, but we're not turning the TV on. And he'd be like, I want to watch The Mandalorian. He picked out The Mandalorian. He's going for that for Halloween.
Nice.
Good, because he wanted to go as an alien octopus. And they do not make that costume.
No, Daddy would be making that costume.
Mommy was going to, because she said that she was going to try, but then brought him to Spirit Halloween, and he saw The Mandalorian, so he picked that out. Thank Christ.
Get him a little stuffy Grogu.
Well, he has one. He has a nice one that...
You might want to get a cheap one.
His grandparents got from... Well, he's got so many different... He's got a knitted... no one knitted it for him. It was
a knitted Grogu.
A knitted Grogu. He has a larger stuffed animal Grogu. He has a kind of... If it wasn't in his room right now where he's sleeping, when we go to leave, I'll show it to you. But it's actually very nice. It's like... basically actually size, but you could touch its head and he makes noises and he moves his eyes.
This would be that one you got at Disney.
Well, I didn't get it. His grandparents got it for him.
Nice.
But yes, because they have one, but it's a display piece type deal. You know what I mean? Because you just you tap its head and it makes some noises and you walk away. It's not supposed to move, and it's not something you really want to play with.
That's how you throw up in the air.
He always wanted to try
screaming about your investment.
He always wanted to try playing with it at their house, So the next time they went down there to Disney, they bought him one so that he could satisfy his needs at home with it, so that they wouldn't break theirs. Which has worked because he just doesn't give a fuck about theirs anymore because he has one at home. So
yeah, it's not a spectacle anymore.
No. But Star Wars.
Go watch Visions. It's not long.
I was like, what the fuck is Visions?
Star Wars Visions. It's so incredibly not long. Have you watched Love, Death, and Robots before?
No.
It's like, watch Love, Death, and Robots first of all. Second of all,
watch Kenobi. You're throwing a lot of watches at me.
Well, Love, Death, and Robots, let me put it in perspective. It's like 5 to 10 minute episodes.
Oh.
And I think it's the same is true of Visions. I think they get 15 minutes maybe to tell a story, maybe less.
Isn't there only like 4 or 5 of them too?
Yeah, there's might be more like 10 to 12, but again, they're really short. I think each one is done by a different studio, maybe two certain studios.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure the Bunny one's A1 Pictures.
Well, right now I need to focus on the Netflix stuff to cancel that because I'm watching so much anime right now.
Love, Death, and Robots, Netflix.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Is which Vision's on? Disney, I assume?
Yeah, Disney.
Yeah.
Cool. I only brought it up to compare it because they're both anthology series. I think that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But Love, Death, and Robots is really good.
I'll have to check it out.
But Cyberpunk, above all of those Netflix things. It's
so good.
So good.
But I think it's a good place.
Yep.
Dukes of Weeda.
The Kagura Bachi's podcast.
Episode 35.
35 Bachis later.
35 Kaguras.
Ooh.
Who are Bachi'ing?
Bachi'ing.
It's a hard word to say for
It
me.
is. The Kagura Bachi'ing podcast.
What he said.
Peace.